up on Mackerel Hill. Misty out, warmish. Hasn't been too bad of a day. Decent stuff around. Had the singing blue-winged warbler as I ascended on that little overgrown path leading up to here. I think he breeds there. I always hear him right around there. Same before, it feels odd to have to drive 45 or so minutes to get here instead of, I don't know, 12, 13. I don't like it. Same with Mount Auburn. I just don't like having to drive that far. Part of me thinks I should just buy a place in Belmont and sell a place in New Hampshire, but we'll see. We'll see. So we're kind of around the peak of migration season. Tim Mouse is really annoyed by me being here. It's been an odd one. Jason Barkas had a Kentucky warbler at Mount Auburn a couple days ago, and earlier in the week, at the beginning of the week, there was a summer tanager, also at Mount Auburn in the Dell, same spot as the Kentucky was seen. Other than that, it hasn't been a lot of like overshoots. Bunch of stuff moved through late in April. Like a bunch of stuff. Like the lists that were coming out looked more like May 12th, both in the number of species that were seen and how many of them were being seen. That was interesting. I don't know if birds are... Evolution can happen pretty fast, so I don't know if they're figuring out stuff's warming up quicker. Selective pressure should work pretty fast, I'd imagine. Yeah, and then first week of May came, there's a lot of rain. I think I got out like once. I mean, it's like I said, it's just the rainiest April and probably the rainiest May that I can remember. But still, numbers overall, not that high. Again, I think a lot of stuff moved through late April, so like the numbers now in May have been really low. Like even earlier this week, we still had a lot of yellow rumps, black and white warblers, and tons of parula, which is, you know, like think of that as being a very early season mix. Like maybe like late April through like maybe like May 5th, 6th or so, 7th, and at the latest, like, you know, like the first week or so of migration, first week to 10 days from late April to like the first week of May, and it was, you know, May 13th or so, and then those things were still the dominant species by far. They're gone now, and then they left, stopped almost overnight, as it usually does, just stopped overnight, and then it doesn't really feel like a lot of stuff moved in after them so far. So I don't know if we're just not going to get that big push, but it's been kind of like a trickle. There would be like a Canada warbler here at Parker River, a Wilson's there. So I mean, there's stuff around. It's just not big numbers. It's like one Tennessee, one bay-breasted, one Wilson's, like one Canada. It's not like, so I don't know if stuff just jumped over us. Maybe all the rains the first week of May up here let stuff fuel up to our south, and then perhaps they just jumped right over us. I'm not sure.